Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do something a little different today. So this is my art journal and SmashBook, and I am doing some dog activity tracking. So I'm going to do a new page in here. I'm just opening to a clean page, and I love to take my dogs on tons of adventures, and I love to document those adventures as well so that I can remember them. I can remember the fun places we've gone. I do some bullet journaling to track some of the adventures my dogs and I go on. Just open some paints. I have some water here. And I'm just going to lay down some background color while I chat about it. So taking my dogs on adventures is absolutely one of my favorite things to do. And I love to print out pictures. One of my sort of personal goals for this year is to print more pictures so that I can put them in my various art journals, so I can put them up in my office. I am a work from home writer, and I mostly write about dogs, so obviously I want to have my dogs' art up on the walls from our adventures. I find it really inspiring. I find it really fun to see. I'm going to add some blue, and it just makes it better to print the pictures out. You know, I have them online. Obviously, they're all over social media. If you don't follow my dogs and I on social media, all of our links are below. Please friend us. But I like to have the physical prints. This is just a background I'm laying out. I like to use just watercolor to lay down just bright colors that remind me of what we've been doing. And so what I'm going to be putting down mostly here are some pictures from the last 2 weekends. My partner and I have taken our dogs to 2 different parks or wildlife preserves, and the weather's been pretty crummy the last few weeks, which makes sense. It's January and we live in Oregon, so that equals rain. But the last couple of weeks, there's been like a day in the weekend. So this weekend it was Saturday, last weekend it was Sunday, where the weather turned out so much nicer than it really had any right to be in January in Oregon. And it made for some really beautiful outings. So we brought both the dogs, and things are just starting to come alive a little bit. Like there's bits of green coming up, and that's just really exciting. And I want to document that. So I just like to put watercolor down everywhere because I find it just makes a really nice background. And this is true for like if I'm putting pictures on it, or if I'm going to be journaling on top of it, or if I'm putting like ephemera from events, all of that. It's like a little brighter probably than I had envisioned, but that's okay. There's no wrong way to do this. And this is just, the art journal I'm using right now is just a cheap sketchbook from Michael's that I got with a Michael's coupon, because you should buy nothing at Michael's without a coupon, unless you absolutely have to. That's my rule. I'm just putting on some darker colors in there because it is still winter, and then all of this is going to get covered by all of my pictures and things later. So I've been really making an effort to print more pictures. It's something that I kind of have often gone through phases of trying to do, but if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that my third dog, Charlotte, passed away in October after a very fast and very intense battle with cancer, and I've made videos about it on this channel. And it just reminded me, again, how important pictures are to me, how much I want to memory keep about the things that I do with the dogs. And I'm so grateful I had such a plethora of pictures of her, mostly digital, that I could go back through and I could see all of the amazing things that she did and accomplished and experienced. And I want to make a practice to make sure I have even more photos actually tangible with me. So here's my background. We're just going to let that dry, and then we will start art journaling on top of it. Okay, so it's dry now, so now I can start applying pictures and stickers. I am absolutely obsessed with getting pictures printed out at Walgreens, and I have a whole bunch of them tiny little versions of them here. And this is something I learned actually from the YouTube channel, Emmy Lou Arts. You should absolutely check out her art journaling videos. They're amazing. But you can use the PicStitch app. It's free. I love it. And you can print out 4x4 pictures. There's different configurations you can do. I just like this one a lot because I get 5 little pictures, and you can get them printed at Walgreens or whatever, you know, pharmacy photo printing 1 hour picture. Really cheap, just a few cents. There's a coupon right now I used today to get a few more. And so these are pictures from the last couple of weekends of taking our dogs on adventures. So here is Sirius, who is 3-year-old Newfoundland. You've seen her a lot in my videos if you've watched them. She was having fun. This was some froyo. After going to a nature preserve last weekend and hiking around, we went and got froyo with the dogs. So I kind of want to keep the 2 weekends a little bit separate, I think. This is a mural, really cool. I'm not sure it's showing up, like pictures or paintings of like birds. It was muraled onto this old abandoned building that we wandered past. Here are the dogs on our hike last weekend. Here is Sirius doing some pause up training. And I love to incorporate any of our training exercises into the adventures that we take and make those some training fun. Here's Mercury. You can see this is my 17-and-a-half-year-old. You can see the mural building behind us. So this is fun. This is this weekend. This is this weekend. Oh, and I didn't cut this one apart yet. All of these were cut apart from this, but I wanted to keep this one together so I could show you. So I will cut that one up as well. Though this one's funny. So there were these bumper stickers people had put all over, or not all over, but on a couple of different signs on the trails, and it says, "This is not New York," which I found absolutely hilarious because we moved from New York City a year and a half ago, and this is definitely not New York. I think I'm going to punch out the edge of this with a little paw print cutter. Well, maybe I'll do this one. I wanted to use this. I think I'll punch the bottom of this picture. It's a little bigger. Just push down. Oh, is it stuck? Oh, it's full. I have to empty the bottom. Haha. Well, it partial punched. That's going to be a mess. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we empty this guy out. I did not realize it was full of punches. But I love these little things. This was, I think, from Daiso. My partner got it for me on a business trip to San Francisco. Punch through this? Oh, it does not want to punch through. There it goes. There we go. How cute is that? So then we have a little paw print punch out in it, which will show the painted background. So I'm going to use that. And then, are these all from last weekend? These are all last weekend. So I'm just going to kind of position them any way I want. I want to leave some room to do a little bit of... I'm going to put that, "This is not New York," right in the center. And I have some stickers I'm also probably going to layer in here. I'm a more is more kind of art journaler. And I just love to document, you know, the things that we're up to and that we're doing. Let me see. I have some sticker books. This is from the Target dollar bins. I'm going to put a seize the day. Just put that down. This was in their dollar bins planner section. Right around the beginning of the year. So just a few weeks ago. They might still have it at your Target. Let's see. Are there any others? I feel like there was another one I wanted to do in here. Oh, this one. I will, watch me. I want to include that one for my my tiny little guy. Excuse me, I'm getting over being sick. He's 17-and-a-half, and he's a trooper. He's mostly blind. On this hike, it was very apparent to me for the first time how blind he is now. And that's hard. Oh, I should glue that down. Okay, glue that down first, and then I'll layer this over it. It's hard. You know, he is 17-and-a-half, so it makes perfect sense. he's not in pain. He's just going blind, and he's almost completely blind at this point. And he is a real trooper about it, and he doesn't let it stop him. It's really incredible to see the way that he still navigates his world and wants to go do things. You know, him being blind means a little extra care from us around making sure that he's safe all the time, but especially like when we're hiking or exploring and things. I'm going to use this gel pen. I'm just going to say January 2020. But it's amazing to see all of the things he still can do, wants to do, and I freaking love it. It's so amazing, and I'm so blessed to have him. Oops. I'm just going to throw some glue onto my page. You know, still here with us and active and doing so well, and I can't ask for more than that. You know, he's my retired service dog, and so there's extra layers of hard watching a dog who I relied on in really intense ways. Watching him age isn't easy. Definitely got some glue on that picture. That's okay, but I feel so lucky to have him and to get to do so many fun things with him still. So I will watch me, and it's always funny when we're out hiking. I'm actually about to upload another video from yesterday when we were at a different river, or at a river outing. These are sticker books from IKEA, of all random places, but just started to see some flowers blooming. So I have some video from that. But it's so funny. Anytime we run into other people with dogs or whatever, and dogs are walking past or greeting or whatever, and he's slow, and sometimes he rides. We have a backpack, a really awesome cargo backpack, that was sent to me for review a couple years ago. It's my favorite thing, and he rides in it some of the time because he is 17 years old. And he gets tired, and he can't hike for as long as he used to be able to. And sometimes people will make a little comment or something, and then they hear that he is, this is another IKEA book, that he is 17, and they're like, oh, and they're like so shocked. I'm going to use this, excuse me, as a little journaling spot. I don't really want it centered. I'll put it over here. And so that just made me think of how people are shocked that this, tiny old dog is able to do so many things. I left these 3 little pictures stuck together still because I thought they had kind of like a photo book effect that I really liked. This is from yesterday at the river. I also feel like I have some stickers. This is a Once More with Love sticker book from Michael's that has just some good words. There's a lot of cute stickers, but it has like some great little word phrases that I thought would be a good fit for this. If I can get it unstuck. And I love that this sticker book, there we go, is they're see-through, so they work really great to like layer over pictures and things. Today is a good day, and I want to, oh, there it was. I was going to use the yummy one because I want to remember that we got Froyo. Is that glued down? No. It was so beautiful. It was like so not January weather out, and so we're like leaving our hike, and we were like, what about getting some Froyo? And so we took the dogs with us and got Froyo. So I'm going to put that there. And then glue that guy down. I feel like there were some other little things I might add in, but that's a good start for those stickers. And I'm actually going to add in, there is this little sunshine, and it was so magical to have sun in the middle of January. So we're going to stick that right over that edge. Loop it down, that's fine. There. And then I'm just going to add in some more pictures. I don't always make my spreads as photo heavy as this one is turning into, but sometimes you just gotta make pictures to happen, and it just makes me happy. So I'm just gonna cut this guy up. And here is, yesterday we went to the river. There is a really cool dog park that's 100 acres of hiking trails that are super dog friendly, and river and exploring. So we went there with the dogs in the morning, and Sirius played in the water, and Mercury hiked around a little bit. This is after we got home. He and I took an epic nap on the couch because he is ancient and I am getting over being sick. I kind of want to layer this guy up here because it's like both and. It's okay to be tired. That's what we tell him all the time, and what I remember, that, you know, it's okay. He does, sliding glue. He does everything he wants to do, and he's a really great quality of life, and that sometimes then we also get tired, and taking naps is also part of having a great quality of life. Oh dear, that was slightly lower than I wanted to go. There we go. Taking naps, part of great quality of life. Quote me. And then we got home and we made brunch, and this was my cutie baby's face because she wanted some waffles. So I'm actually going to put that over here next to the yum, even though she was not getting froyo. But she's too stinking cute. Here's my tiny hiker doing his thing. So this page is turned into like really heavy amounts of pictures. And that's okay. I usually try to mix it up with like ephemera and things, but being outside doesn't always come with a lot of ephemera for my SmashBook, and so that's okay. Just gonna seize the day and paste these guys down, and it makes me happy to look at pictures, so I don't mind some of these spreads being more photo heavy at all, because they just bring me joy. And I'll label and layer over things. And then sometimes things don't go as planned. Like, I'd planned to journal here, but I really want to put this picture of my partner and I from our hikes. Found this sticker that says my happy place, and I'm gonna stick that down there. And then I just have one more little pic, which I'm actually gonna cut down even further because it had a lot of wasted space on it that I don't need. Add some size shifts there, and plop that guy right here. And then, so kind of bummer I wasted that sticker that I ended up not using, but that's okay, that happens. Looking just to see if there's any other sort of base stickers. I may end up pulling just one of these simple little boxes instead, and plopping that here and just doing a tiny amount of journaling onto that one. I think that's probably the best. I'm gonna put a little date night sticker here just because I can, because it's my SmashBook. I can do what I want. And I think that's probably about done. I'm just gonna do my little note there, stick a happy day sticker in there. And I'm just going to come in with my highlighter and add in some hearts, because I put hearts on everything. And these are my happy places and my favorite things to be doing. I love spending time with my little family and taking the dogs on awesome adventures and showing them how big and magical the world is. And that's my favorite thing, is giving them a really awesome life, or at least that's the goal, is to give them a really awesome life. So I'm pretty pleased with how this came together. And I hope you enjoyed watching along. Let me know if you document in any kind of memory keeping all of the fun things you do with your dogs. I'd love to know how you do it and what kind of things you put in. Ah, you thought I was done. I totally lied. I had washi tape I wanted to use. I have this like birch tree washi tape, which I planned to use, but I didn't. So because I am a more is more person, we're going to add a washi tape border here, right on the edge. Because I think that looks nice. So then we have some birch tree washi on that side. Is there anything else I want to use? I have this like grass washi. I have a whole bunch of washi, but I had forgotten that I wanted to incorporate it in here in a way that I don't love disconnect, so I actually think if I can separate this, the edge, that I'm going to put a little bit of this right there to create, oh, that ripped, that's fine, some distance between these two pictures because they're dark, because Sirius is black, and I think it will just help give some space. And you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with a little washi, I say. And I like the sort of jagged edge of how those come together. I think that's nice. I think it gives a little bit of space between these pictures. I might come in with actually some contrasting washi, possibly with my washi jar. This one's kind of like clouds, or maybe it's like a pool. I think it's like clouds. I'm gonna add just overlayer there, so we just have a little more space here between some of these, and it kind of gives the effect as though this washi is holding these pictures down, even though they're not. I like the extra pops of color. It makes me happy. I'm always about an extra pop of color if I can have it. And this one has slightly gone over the edge. Push it over to the other side. I think that's pretty cute. I like that. I like giving some difference, especially in a very busy spread like this that has so many pictures. I like creating a little extra. I'm just going to shove that on this side. This side, it doesn't have anything on it yet. It will. And I don't mind doing art journaling over other things. So I will lay down some background, and as you saw, if it doesn't work, I just cover it up. So I don't mind that overlap at all. And this one, I'm just gonna, anytime I feel like the pictures are kind of bleeding too much into each other is a time that I'll just add in a little pop. Is it extra? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. And you don't have to like it. I know that my style is kind of excess when it comes to art journaling. And is it like artistically perfect? No, of course not. But I'm an author. I don't need to have like brilliant mind for color and things. But this just makes me really happy how the colors go together, and it just reminds me of all of the fun we've been having on these beautiful weekend days. And that's the whole point of this for me is to remember and to document those things so that I have more pictures of it. Like, I don't want to sound morbid, but like, I'm very, very, none of us have, there's never any guarantees, but I'm very, very aware that my little guy is 17 and a half, and that's pretty remarkable. And I don't want to take any time I have with him for granted. And I want to remember it, and I want to document it. And I can't believe my big girl is already 3. Like, that seems totally bananas to me. And so similarly, I want to remember all of the fun things that we're doing and really celebrate that. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope that any of you who are actual scrapbooking artists are not watching this and being like, oh my God, take the stickers and washi tape away from that person. That person's gone bananas. Oh, that little crown is getting partially cut off. I'm just gonna... But this is how I roll. So if you enjoy, I hope you did, and I hope I didn't drive the rest of you too crazy. Let me turn this around so you can get a better view of it. So here is the finished page, and it just makes me so stinking happy. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you in another video very soon. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you do any kind of art journaling or memory keeping for adventures you do with your dogs. I'd love to know how you keep track of all of the fun things you're doing, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye-bye.